Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, the September 29th, 2023. Let's find out what's going on the Forex economic calendar today. As you can see, there's plenty of data released overnight. For example, we got data from the Japan. One of the most important data are retail sales that beats the expectations of 6.6%. Actually doing 7% just like month before. Industrial production going up to 0 from minus 1.8, and the Tokyo core CPI is still going lower, 2.5% versus the forecast of 2.6 and the previous recording of 2.8%. Data from the UK had been released as well. Business investment jumps to 4.1%, beats the expectations of 3.4. Current account expands to minus 25 billions, which is way more than minus 15 for the second quarter. GDP is in line with the expectations of 0.2%. The other measurement beats the expectations of 0.4% to 0.6%, and the German retail sales, as you can see, are minus 1.2%, which means that they disappoint the investors and deteriorate even more. Right now, the last reading was minus 0.8, now it's minus 1.2. We are still waiting for the nationwide HPI data from the UK, and then we got German unemployment rate and unemployment change scheduled for release at half to 10. We got first speech of the ECB President Christine Lagarde. Then at 11 o'clock, the CPI data from the Eurozone are scheduled for release. There is a big decrease in CPI expected. The last reading was 5.2%. The market expectations are 4.5%, so very interesting data ahead of us. The same situation is with the core CPI. The market expects the drop from 5.3% to 4.8%. And then we have a bunch of data from the US. Almost all of them are scheduled for release at 2:30. Core PCE price index, goods trades balance, and PCE price index, and personal spending, together with the retail inventories. Then we got some data from the Canada, the GDP of the Canada, and at the end of the day we got Chicago PMI scheduled for this at 4:45. Michigan inflation expectations and the consumer expectations and the consumer sentiment. All of this consumer data are scheduled for this at 4 o'clock. And then we got a speech from the FOMC member Williams at 6:45. At the end of the day, at 7 p.m., US Barker Hughes oil rig count will take place, and this data, as I said, are scheduled for this at 7 o'clock. The last reading of the US rig was 507. All right, so pretty intense day. Why? Because it's the last day of the week, last day of the September, last trading day of the September, and of course last chance to do some kind of manipulation in your quarterly portfolio, because the third quarter is about to complete as well. So where do we start? I guess we should start with the British pound, because there's plenty of data published already from the UK. So let's start our technical part with the technical picture of the British pound to American dollar. So as you can see on the 4-hour chart of the British pound to American dollar, we have a huge jump in the momentum. Well, it's nothing unexpected, because we've been doing this extremely oversold market conditions for quite some time. We've been trading inside of these conditions. Now there's a very nice rebound to the upside, and the market starts to move higher. Let me just find out where are we right now. So as you can see, we broke above the 50 periods moving average. That's nothing special, because as I said, we've been moving down so long that any sort of the bounce is very much welcome. So let's just establish the levels. Technical support 1.2109, So that's the technical support and the swing low. And intraday technical support 1.2222. The next target for the bears is located at 1.2235. Now it is still red. Let's wait for this candle to close. And eventually the next target for bears is located at 1.2332. We can even make it a little bit lower. Okay, there's nothing interesting on the left side in the background, so maybe one last level for this market, and this time it is 1.2420. This level is of course the technical resistance. Please notice the fact that we will get the chance. It looks like we'll get the chance to test the 100 periods moving average, which is around the level of 1.2339 right now. So pretty decent movement on the British pound. We are bouncing back up. So not a problem here with the analysis. What else do we have here? We have of course the Japanese market data. So let's take a look at the at the US dollar to the Japanese yen, and finally we got a nice movement to the downside after we hit very extremely overstretched market conditions, overbought as well. 79.84, that was the high. We established the local high and the swing high at the level of 149.72, so we almost hit the level of 150, which was the target apparently for the bulls. Now we broke below this level 149.16, which is right now the technical resistance. Let me just manipulate a little bit with our chart. So there you go. Now where we are heading to, we are heading towards the level of 148.47. this is the technical support, and the other technical support is located at 147.88. Pretty much this one looks like the Maribozu candle with very sharp reversal in the sentiment, but as I said, big uptrend had been continued towards the extremely overbought market conditions. Now it's a time for a pullback. So this candle has not been closed yet, so let's wait for the close. Maribozu candle is always very bearish, but for now it looks like the bears are finally in the control of the market. We are waiting for some levels to be hit here, the technical support levels, and of course percent wise the last bigger correction was minus 1.33, and the previous one was roughly around maybe 1%, 0.77. so right now it's clearly like 1%, so maybe there is still a chance to develop this down move further, and there is still room for the momentum to go lower. Any other market we should trace is the market of the crude oil. Let me just play with my chart. So the crude oil, let's say 4-hour chart is this. And as you can see, we are making the correction as well here on the crude oil. So that's the recent development. Extremely overbought market conditions towards the level of, let's say, 95.02. There was a technical of course resistance. Now it's still the resistance located at 93.73. we broke below this one, and there is still internal technical support located at 91.29, and there is still another technical support 88.19. so the last movement to the upside, the last wave up, had been retraced in, let me just take a look. I guess it will be over 50% right now. So it is, yes, it's almost 61%. It's almost 61%, so this is how it looks now. Right now, the 61% is located at 90.77, so we might see some sort of the bounce here, and the upward movement can be continued on the crude oil, because we are still trading on the positive side of the market. Bulls have control of the market. Momentum is still above the level of 50. That's why it's a positive. If you just speak about the sentiment, it's a positive side of the market. So it looks very good now for the crude oil. Slight pullback, 61%, and then upward we go again. And the last market for today would be Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Not much. You can see it here that we are trying to move higher, but right now neither bulls no bears know what they want to do. They are moving up one day, they are moving down the other day. So if we take a look at this, let's say this chart here, we can clearly see key technical resistance made after the August 29th spike, 28,136, still in place. The other one is located at this level here, which is 27,536, and just the newest one was made at the level of 27,287. As you can see, the market bounces up from this short-term trend line, which is fine, but now we are about to hit the extremely overbought market conditions. So another wave to the downside is being expected on the Bitcoin market soon. So the weekend seems to be very interesting on the cryptocurrency markets. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.